Organizing Secretary of the APC, Suleiman Argogun, there responding to questions from journalists. In Osun State, 15 political parties will be participating in the 16th of July governorship election in the state. The State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Professor Abdulganiyu Raji, stated this at a sensitization forum for community leaders ahead of the poll. He said bimodal voter authentication system will also be used to accredit voters as against card reader machines. TVC News correspondent Rafi Hamid has more.
It's less than 6 weeks to the governorship poll. INEC is, however, leaving no stone unturned to achieve a successful election. Here are religious and community leaders, as well as representatives of different groups, being sensitized on their responsibilities ahead of the election.
This forum is to ensure that our community leaders are well equipped and with the right and adequate knowledge about election procedures and processes.
And I want to encourage that before you leave, kindly ask all the relevant grey questions. I put them as grey questions.
The State Resident Electoral Commissioner speaks on the challenges being faced by the Commission and solicits support of the people.
We want them to also sensitize the people to eschew violence. We don't want violence. It would lead to inconclusiveness in election, even though there are some other factors too.
There are 18 registered political parties, but the Commission says only 15 of them will take part in the governorship election.
At the end of the primaries, all the 18 political parties had their candidates selected, but the next process to that was to submit the names of the candidates that emerged. During that process, they were supposed to check the age of their candidate, the qualifications, and then we were supposed to also meet up with the time for the submission. Now, during that process, 3 parties were not able to meet up. One of them had their candidate underage.
Program is very, very fine. Then I will encourage all the Muslim leaders present here to disseminate the message they add here to the community.
It's a welcome thing in our midst because people need to be aware, people need to be enlightened, particularly about the coming election in Osun State.
Professor Abdulganiyu Raji also appealed to registered voters who are here to collect their PVCs to do so at the local government offices of the Commission. The participants here are expected to serve as ambassadors of INEC through dissemination of voter education information. Lectures were delivered on voter education strategies, election procedure, voters' code of conduct, among others. Professor Abdulganiyu Raji had briefed the State Council of Traditional Rulers at their monthly meeting on INEC's preparation ahead of the poll. Rafi Hamid, TVC News, Osogbo.